Whispers from the Shadows. Bigfoot in the 1980s. The 1980s, an era of neon lights and synth pop. But in the untamed corners of America, a different kind of story was unfolding. A primal fear echoed through the forests, whispered around campfires. Bigfoot, the elusive giant of American folklore, was stepping out of the shadows. Sightings surged, whispers became screams. These were not just glimpses of a fleeting figure, these were close encounters, terrifying standoffs, and some never returned to tell their tale. The Beast of Bitterroot Valley, a night of terror, the Bitterroot Valley, Montana. A place where towering pines cast long shadows and the silence of the wilderness is almost sacred. Three friends eager for adventure set up camp. The air was crisp. Laughter echoed through the trees. They were completely unaware of the nightmare that awaited them. As night fell, the temperature plummeted. A strange unease settled over the campsite. Branches snapped in the darkness beyond the firelight. Heavy footsteps circled their haven. Fear turned to terror as a hulking figure emerged from the trees.
It was tall, imposing, covered in dark hair, Bigfoot.
The creature let out a deafening roar, shaking the very ground beneath their feet. Panicked, the friends scrambled into their tent, the creature's howls echoing in their ears. Echoes in the darkness, the aftermath. Dawn broke, painting the sky with the promise of safety. The creature was gone, but the terror lingered. The tent was shredded, claw marks etched deep into the fabric.
The friends, forever marked by the encounter, packed up their campsite. Their retreat was hasty, their silence heavy with unspoken fear. They left the Bitterroot Valley forever changed, haunted by the chilling memory of the beast.
The Phantom of Crater Lake. Alone in the wilderness, Crater Lake National Park, Oregon. A place of breathtaking beauty, shrouded in an eerie silence. A young photographer, drawn by the allure of capturing the park's raw beauty, ventured deep into its untamed heart. She was alone, seeking solace in the solitude of nature. But she was not alone. Days turned into nights. The photographer began to notice strange occurrences. Footprints, too large to be human, marked the muddy trails. Supplies vanished from her locked camp box.
A feeling of dread settled over her. Something was watching.
A haunting melody, the creature's call. One night, a sound pierced the stillness.
A high-pitched, mournful cry echoed across the lake. It was close, too close. My heart pounded in my chest. I grabbed my camera, my only weapon against the unknown.
Then she saw it. A massive, shadowy figure standing at the edge of the tree line. Its eyes, two glowing embers, locked onto hers. The creature let out another ear-splitting cry. It was a sound of pure primal rage. The Stalker of the Sierra Nevada, hunted in the cold, the Sierra Nevada mountains, California. A winter wonderland where the snow-covered peaks held a dangerous beauty.
A group of friends, experienced hikers, embarked on a week-long expedition. We were prepared for the harsh conditions, but we were not prepared for what awaited us.
The first few days were uneventful. They hiked, they talked, they enjoyed the stark beauty of the mountains. But soon, a sense of unease settled upon them. They felt like they were being watched, followed. Their tracks in the snow were often intersected by another set of prints, massive, unidentifiable prints.
The footprints grew closer with each passing day. Supplies began to disappear from our packs. Strange symbols, crafted from branches and stones, appeared along the trail. We tried to rationalize the events, a bear, a prank. But deep down, a primal fear whispered a different truth. Bigfoot.
One evening, as they huddled around a crackling fire, the silence was shattered. A deafening roar ripped through the night. It was close, too close. The friends grabbed their gear, their faces pale with terror. They were being hunted.
They ran. Through the trees, over rocks, the creature's heavy footsteps pounding behind them. The chase seemed to last an eternity. Then they stumbled into a clearing, and came face to face with their pursuer. It stood there, bathed in the pale moonlight, massive, menacing. Its eyes blazed with an eerie intelligence.
The creature let out a deafening roar, a challenge, a warning. The friends were trapped, their backs against a sheer rock face. Then, as quickly as it appeared, the creature vanished back into the darkness.
We were shaken to our core and made our way back to civilization. We carried with us not just the memory of the encounter, but the heavy weight of our experience. These encounters left scars, not physical wounds, but the invisible marks of fear and doubt.
The witnesses carried their stories back from the wilderness, tales that sent chills down spines and ignited imaginations. They became reluctant storytellers, sharing their experiences with a mix of awe and terror. In the 1980s, a series of mysterious Bigfoot encounters left an indelible mark on those who experienced them. These chilling tales, passed down through whispers and campfire stories, capture the essence of the fear and curiosity that surround this enigmatic creature. The following 3 encounters delve into the heart of these eerie experiences, each one more unsettling than the last. Brace yourself for a journey into the shadowed depths of the wilderness, where the line between myth and reality blurs and the presence of Bigfoot looms large. In the summer of 1982, Jack and Lisa Thompson, an adventurous couple from Missoula, Montana, decided to spend their vacation camping in the secluded Bitterroot Valley. Renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and rich wildlife, the valley promised a peaceful escape from the hustle and bustle of city life. They pitched their tent near a crystal-clear stream, surrounded by towering pines and a sense of serenity. As night fell, the couple sat by the campfire, roasting marshmallows and sharing stories. The forest, alive with the sounds of crickets and the occasional rustle of nocturnal creatures, enveloped them in a cocoon of tranquility. Little did they know that their idyllic getaway was about to take a dark and terrifying turn. Sometime around midnight, a strange feeling of unease washed over Lisa. She glanced around, sensing that they were being watched. The once comforting sounds of the forest now seemed ominous, each rustle and snap of a twig heightening her anxiety. Jack, noticing her discomfort, tried to reassure her, attributing the noises to harmless animals, but Lisa's instincts screamed otherwise. She insisted they retreat to the safety of their tent. As they zipped themselves inside, the eerie silence outside grew heavier. Moments later, a low, strange growl pierced the night air, scaring Lisa and Jack to the bone. Jack grabbed a flashlight, determined to confront whatever was lurking outside. Jack unzipped the tent cautiously, shining the flashlight into the darkness. The beam of light cut through the night, revealing nothing but the dense underbrush. Just as he was about to retreat, a shadow moved at the edge of the light's reach. His heart pounded as he focused the beam, revealing a massive, hairy silhouette standing at the edge of their campsite. The creature stood over 7 feet tall, its eyes glowing a menacing red in the flashlight's glare. Paralyzed with fear, Jack couldn't move. The creature let out a deafening roar, its breath visible in the cold night air. Lisa screamed, snapping Jack out of his trance. He stumbled back into the tent, fumbling to close the zipper. For the rest of the night, the creature circled their tent, occasionally brushing against it, causing the fabric to ripple. Each time it growled or howled, the couple clung to each other, praying for dawn. The hours dragged on, each minute an eternity of terror. When the first light of dawn finally broke, the creature's presence faded into the forest. Jack and Lisa, exhausted and shaken, wasted no time packing up their campsite. As they hurriedly left the valley, they noticed enormous footprints surrounding their tent, the undeniable evidence of their harrowing encounter. In the winter of 1988, a group of college friends from Reno, Nevada, decided to embark on a winter hiking trip in the Sierra Nevada mountains. The group, consisting of Mike, Jenna, Tom, and Lisa, were experienced hikers and eager to challenge themselves in the snowy wilderness. They set up camp in a remote area, far from any established trails, seeking the thrill of uncharted territory. The snow-covered landscape was beautiful yet unforgiving, and as night fell, the temperature plummeted. Huddled around the campfire, the friends shared stories and laughter, unaware of the lurking danger. As the night grew colder, Jenna noticed a pair of glowing eyes watching them from the tree line. She nudged Mike, who dismissed it as an animal curious about their campfire. But as the hours passed, the feeling of being watched intensified. The friends decided to take turns keeping watch, uneasy about the unseen presence. During Mike's watch, he heard heavy footsteps crunching in the snow, approaching their camp. He shone his flashlight into the darkness, revealing nothing but falling snowflakes. The footsteps stopped, only to resume when the light was turned away. It was as if something was toying with them, staying just out of sight. In the early hours of the morning, Lisa's turn to watch arrived. As she stoked the fire, she heard a low growl coming from the darkness. She turned, and there it was, a massive figure standing just beyond the reach of the firelight. The creature was covered in thick, dark fur, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. Lisa screamed, waking the others. The creature stepped closer, its immense size becoming more apparent. It let out a deafening roar, its breath visible in the cold air. The friends huddled together, paralyzed with fear. The creature seemed to assess them, its eyes burning with intelligence and malice. Tom, the most level-headed of the group, grabbed a flare gun from his backpack and fired it into the air. The bright light and loud noise startled the creature, causing it to retreat into the woods. Seizing the opportunity, the friends quickly packed up their camp and fled, leaving behind most of their gear. They hiked through the night, the creature's distant roars echoing behind them. Exhausted and terrified, they finally reached a ranger station at dawn. The rangers listened to their story with skepticism, but couldn't ignore the fear in their eyes. Later, when the friends returned to retrieve their gear, they found their campsite destroyed. Deep, wide footprints circled the area, too large to be human. The rangers, now convinced something unusual had occurred, issued a warning to others about the unexplained events in the Sierra Nevada. These encounters from the 1980s paint a chilling picture of the mysterious and terrifying presence of Bigfoot. Whether these stories are embellished campfire tales or true accounts of something beyond our understanding, they continue to captivate and terrify those who dare to listen. As long as there are unexplored wildernesses and shadowed forests, the legend of Bigfoot will endure, a haunting reminder of the unknown lurking just beyond the firelight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and click the bell for more true Bigfoot stories and other mysteries. Your support means a lot and helps keep the channel going strong.